What's up everyone, my name is Ace and this channel is about editing tutorial, gear reviews, and other things related to filmmaking. So a while back, Schiffer did a video on practical effects where he got a lemon and a bubbly bottle to appear at the same time. We're going to do the same effect on Premiere Pro. I'll keep it super beginner friendly so you don't have to look at another tutorial to do this tutorial. First, we're going to discuss what is masking, masking properties, and how to edit a mask. Second, we're going to remove the fishing wire from the bubbly bottle. Third, we're going to mask out the lemon. And finally, we're going to add the bubble overlays. I left a link to the project files down below. It only costs $2 to access the project files, which is less than your OnlyFans subscription. It's up to you to purchase the project files to follow along. I personally find it hard to follow a VFX tutorial without the project files. It would help the channel greatly to produce more content like this. And so let's move on to what is masking. So instead of giving you some random textbook definition, I will show you some example of masking like this, where you're doing some transition, or like this, removing objects from the frame, or like this weirdo who's trying to do this weird tower effect. And so let's go on to Premiere Pro to show how to draw a mask, the mask properties, and how to edit a mask. Alright guys, we're on Premiere Pro, and for the masking tutorial section we're going to use is masking practice. And if you don't have access to the effects controls, go to Windows and select Effects Controls. And to show you where's the masking or the masking tools is under opacity. So there's different options. There's the ellipse right here. And you want to delete the mask. You click on the mask and press delete. There's also a rectangle, or what is it called? A 4-point polygon mask, as Premiere says, but no one really calls it that way. I have not met anyone or seen any tutorials like that. So just delete the mask. And there's the pen tool, or the free drawn Bezier. No one uses that either. So just draw a point like this, and that's how you draw a mask with the pen tool. That, and if you want to add more points, do not click this pen tool or this tool if you want to add more points to this current mask right here. So if you click this, it will draw another mask, and you don't want to do that. So let's use Control or Command Z. And so to add another point to the mask, you use the selection tool. But first you have to click on the mask like this. That's how you add points to the mask. And if you want to delete points to the mask, you hold Control or Command if you're on a Mac. And once you see this minus sign, you click on it, and that's how you delete points. Okay, let's delete this mask here. Actually, no, let's keep it. So let's go over the properties. There's mask path, which allows you to animate the mask and allows you to follow it by frame by frame. And there's mask feathering. To show how mask feathering works, we're just going to move this right here for a better example, and let's make it bigger. This and this, and let's make it exaggerate. Let's do 200, so it sort of blends it and makes it darker. So let's reset that to 10 default. A mask opacity is basically the same as regular opacity. There's mask expansion if you want to expand or make it bigger like this. Let's click 0. You can also use this point to expand the mask, or you can also make to decrease the mask expansion to make the mask go inside. So say -70 to show a point. And so there's also invert, which will invert mask like this. And so those are the properties. And just for fun, we're going to mask out the string for this clip right here. So let's delete this. First thing we're going to do is find a clip where the bottle is not in frame, like here. And you're going to trim that. You can use the razor tool right here. And so move this. Well, we'll just keep it here. Okay. And so first thing you're going to do is use a pen tool or a 4-point polygon mask, which no one uses. It says the name too. And oh, my bad. I clicked the mask on this. So delete that. First, you need to select this and click on the mask option. And we're going to invert it. Let's make it bigger. The mask here. Let's make it 10% so we can make it expand it that and all I have to do is take this clip right here and put it there, and voila, there. I just showed you how to mask something else. So we're actually now going to go on to the actual lesson. So all right, we're actually doing the tutorial. First things first, if you bought the project files, then the footage would be already color graded. Why am I talking like that? But anyways, so this is what the adjustment layer is for all the color grading on, which I can show you. Just a quick overview of how I did it. But so we'll just move this to the side, and so what's first things first we need to do with this clip is reverse the speed. Next, we need to find the actual bubbly bottle where it appears in the frame. Bubbly bottle, that's weird to say. So if we keep going, right there, that's where we should cut it. Now, if you see, you can see the little wires in the frame. I just want to get rid of that. So first things first, trim this. Right. Gee, there. That's where I want to trim it. There. So we can just move that to the side first. And first things first, what the hell is going on? We can move that to the side. Super messy. So first thing we're gonna do is mask out the wire. So we go to our effects controls, and we'll just use that 4-point polygon mask. No one calls that. And we'll just put it right there, just to keep it simple. And we're gonna invert it. And don't worry, we're gonna use this bottom layer as to patch it up and use it as a clean plate. Let's zoom out 25%. And first thing before you start going frame by frame is you need to click mask path. I cannot emphasize this enough. I have done so many projects where I've tried to go masking by frame, and I did not click the mask path. So important. Click mask path. Don't be like an idiot like me and forgetting to do that. So yeah. So let's go to fit, mask to fit, and we're gonna go frame by frame. Okay, and we're gonna adjust the mask. That. Move it like that. That. And that's pretty much it. And so all we have to do is slap on this like that. And voila, you don't see the mask at all. for the wire. So next things first, we need to move on to the lemon layer. So let's go on here. So this is the lemon layer we have right here, and see here. Is it? No, it's not. I think it's this one right here. Yes, right there. So let's find where I take out my hand. Right there. Right there, mate. I don't know why I'm talking an Australian accent, but we'll just run with it. Okay. Just delete this, clean this clean. Delete this, we don't need that anymore, and delete that. So your timeline is clean. And first things first, we're going to mask this, whoops, and we're going to mask this out. We're gonna mask out the lemon. And so you can see by the looks of it, it comes at the same time. And that's what we want. But we want to mask out the hand and the stick, the skewer. Okay, click that. And we're gonna just use let's use the circle to mask out, and we can refine it later. That shouldn't, this doesn't have to be exact, but the most exact point is you want to mask out the lemon. And also one thing I want to take out is the feathering, because it will darken the frame. So if we just click on this layer, you can kind of see where it's at. We can zoom in and see where's the mask is, what it's doing. Like that. And now you don't see the lemon, and make sure you now click mask path and wait. So click on that keyframe and close it a little bit more. See here, and you don't notice it at all. And so we go frame by frame, so you can either use this to step back, frame by frame. Okay, and then adjusting it. So you don't see it. So I'm just gonna fast forward this process, and instead of you just watching this tedious process, you can just pause the video and like do it by yourself. But I'm just gonna fast forward this process, and so yeah, I'm gonna keep fast forwarding it. So after you're done masking, you're gonna play around with the timing of the two clips, so the lemon and the bubbly bottle, because right now it's looking like this, but I want them to both come in at the same time. So we move it here, here, move it a little bit more. Move it there. Good. And trim clip right there. And this. And don't need that. And we can trim this part. We're good for this. So the next step is to actually go to Storyblocks. You go to Storyblocks and you get the actual file. So let's bring this over here. And we're on Storyblocks, and you, unlike what I did, you just type in viz and just download this asset right here. Download the preview onto your desktop or whatever you save it on. Minimize it to make it easier for you guys to see. Cooperate. Okay. Okay, let's just try download again. Okay, just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna drag and drop from the other screen. Drag it and put it on the screen. So what we need to do is drag this clip on the timeline. It won't properly. Come on. Come on now. Might I don't know why British accent, British or Australian accent. Okay. Here, turn this and bring it here. There's something wrong with this clip. There we go. Where is it? Here. What if I close this? Alright, I think this has to do with being my computer is a freaking slow mess. Alright, let me pause this for a second and figure out what's going on. So I diagnosed the problem and I realized my computer is freaking slow. So if I just limit this and this, you can see the actual layer. And what we're gonna do, grab this. Actually, no, we have to actually grab this. That doesn't work. Actually, you have to go to the actual effects controls. I look like an idiot. So let's move it here. Keep moving it to bottle. There. And you just move it down. There, and we're going to just draw a mask. Not too perfect, just we'll fix it later. Okay, here. There. And then next, we will have to go play with the blend mode. Just play around with it. You like, dissolve, that doesn't work. Darken, that doesn't work. So, play around with it until I decide to use lighten. So, that's how you would do it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move this here. And we're just going to duplicate the layer. Trim this off. Turn those off because my computer is slow. So we're going to take this layer. We're going to remove the mask. And look at that. It's all over the place, the bubbles. But first, we're going to just use normal for this just to see it visually. And we're just going to smooth thing. And then we'll move it down. And let's lighten it so we can actually see, and then so we can just draw a mask on this, 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 this. Oh, hey, acting weird. Someone messaging me. I don't know why. Alright, let's just fix that. Here, and here. Alright, that looks pretty good. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it to the tutorial thing. And there's all left is to add that color grade. Let's see here. All this is have to do is just add the color grade, and then we're going to nest it together. I don't know what happened to that color grade, but let's go to this finish one over here. This color, I think this is one color graded. Copy this. Layer. Right, and refinish with the color grade right here. So slap that on. And last thing we're gonna do to make it to add some more movement into the shot, because this is just a static shot. Now he doesn't do this in the video, but I personally just added to my own twist. We're just going to nest these layers together. Nest, whatever. Zoom out. Nest. Okay, so set the frame here. Text control. Let's do 150. And we'll keyframe it. And let's say here we want to zoom out to 100. Okay, and it should look like this. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And so that's all pretty much the tutorial. And that's pretty much for the tutorial. So guys, hope you guys found that tutorial helpful. You can see I changed my clothes because I filmed this multiple days. And all I'm asking you to do is please like and subscribe to my channels for more tutorials and more gear reviews and more videos like this. So, thanks, bye.